Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 16 of House Flipper. We are heading on over to our other house where we will finish off the garden. It is a greenhouse. We're going to try and give it a green garden. Hello, Papa. Aw, are you sleeping? You funny girl. Well, let's get going. Into the browser. Back to the camping bungalow. Now, we've already mowed it, so we don't have to do that. We've whippersnipped it. We don't have to do that. I'm trying to think of a suitable kind of green colour scheme for the house. I mean, we need to fix this cladding for a start. We have a nice white door. We've moved things. Speaking of doors, we've moved things. Why don't we just fix the path up? Do we have green garden paths? Ooh. Surfaces. Alright, I mean, I know we've got the sports surfaces. If you want to, you can go for green on that, but I wasn't actually going to put a sports surface down. Paving slabs do not appear to come in green. No, they come in a bunch of other colours, but green is not one of them. We might stick with maybe white or a light coloured surface then. And I'm pretty sure we'll find that our stone aggregate does not come in green either. Blue, graphite, pink, but not green. So I mean, we've got some color schemes for the other colors, but not for this one. So we need to go into walls. We need to check. I think it's wall panels. Yeah, look, outside wide green, outside narrow green. I'm thinking we might do this. Ooh, we have a choice of green. Oh no. Alright, it's a little house. We don't want it dark and small, right? So that means our choices will be turquoise or grassy. I'm going to make it a little grassy bungalow. Maybe. On second thoughts, perhaps I would rather turquoise. Yep, let's do turquoise. Alrighty, let's get going. Going with our green colour theme. I know, I probably should have checked to see if there was green brick, but I think I'll be happy enough with this. Okay, I am going to have to get a ladder. That's fine. We'll do that after then. Dog's happy. I'm outside. I'm not playing with her though, so she's probably not that happy. But she is happy for the company, and I'm not shutting her in, you know, out in the yard when I'm not out here. I know. So this is going to be, we're going to have our greenhouse. Let's get the house colours in first. And then what we'll do is we'll work on how we want to augment that. I mean, you don't have to have a completely green garden. We could contrast the green with some colours. We could just go with an American garden, but then we'd have to get rid of the trees. I'm kind of happy with the trees. I think the British garden would let us keep the trees, maybe. Because that lets us have natural structures. Just make sure we don't miss anything. Otherwise, natural structure or not, it's still going to look weird. And I did miss up here. So we've kind of got this thing going for us. I love this speedy tiling that we've got now too. I know, I should probably go and get all of those panels and bring them round, but I'm too lazy. For me, it just feels easier to walk back and forward, and then maybe when I buy the next lot, I'll put them down toward the back here. Because we're nearly through them. I know the dog's like, are you having fun there? You know you should be throwing those sticks and not pasting them to the walls. How can I chase them if you glue them to the wall, Mum? Well, dog, it's like this. you probably shouldn't be chasing this kind of stick. To which the dog tells me I have no sense of adventure. Okay. We're nearly there. We've got the front done. I know. I'm definitely hedging towards the English garden. We could also go utility garden, but I'm thinking English garden. Okay, so that's all my planks. My wooden planks. Rightio. I like this green as opposed to the other one. I might just drop down, maybe 2. We'll buy some more when we run out. So there goes this area. Looks like we just need the stepladder for the front and the back. We don't actually need it on the sides. Oh man. And again. Alright, let's grab another batch of panels, maybe just one. See how we go. Alrighty, what was left? Just the top. Alrighty, let's grab this. Grab our step ladders, because we don't need a big ladder for this. We just need just enough to get up onto the top. Climb up onto that. Grab our tiles. Clean that up. You know, I'm not sure I can get that. Maybe if I go into ceilings, because that's a new thing for me. I don't think there's any green ceilings, is there? No. So what if I go into here? So I've got Salex Grey. Honesky White. Let's just have a quick look at this. Can I get that up there? No. Alright, so it won't really let me put the ceiling panels up. You know, it's got like a high roof. I wonder if I could fit the oh, getting there. I wonder if I could fit an attic in this one. You know, like a little storage space area up the top. I don't know. Pop that up there. Beautiful. Alrighty, I think that is all. Boom. Okay, so one of the things we need to look for with this now, I've got 2 problems. One is that I'm losing the light, and I will because the daytime in this game is quite short. So what I'll do is I'll split whenever I have an episode where I'm. Oops, sorry, dog. Where I'm. I will get there. I'm just trying to work out what I'm doing. Whenever I get an episode where I've got outside stuff to do, I'll probably split it with a mission so that we've got the mission and the outside stuff. And you know, my head has been in the way for the last 3 episodes. I'm just gonna stick it maybe over here. Sorry guys, that's terrible. I should have realised it. Alright, we're gonna go with stepping stones. Paving stones cut large. Let's have a look at these. So I've got light. It's kind of bluey, but the turquoise has got a bluey tinge to it. So we've got dark blue. We've got light grey. And we've got white. I think I prefer the light grey over the white. So what if we had stepping stones all the way to the door? So that means this is probably going to be an English garden. I'm actually not going to make it very adventurous. Where's my gate? Flip that around this way. So we'll make it an English garden, and we'll see how our garden lovers like. Maybe I should flip it that way. Yeah, there we go. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm actually thinking we might put gravel down around these pavers. So why don't we grab our stone aggregate? I'm going to leave it that color. And I'm thinking... I may actually have been better off doing a with a square base for part of it. So basically this part comes there. And we just work our way. And this will let me get like a fairly crisp corner on it. Maybe. Alright. So there's my path. Yeah, I actually like the stone with the thing in, but I need to also remember that it needs to not narrow down too much. So, grabbing this again. Actually, we might go with a circular one this time. Just to give ourselves a bit of a not so straight edge. Because we are going to have to narrow it down as we get closer in. Okay, and then this bit here. There we go. And then just maybe bring that. Okay. And then there's this little lump. I know the dog is not helping, but she's not that much of a pain in the neck. Okay, so I've got all of this going. So we've got our first path in. The sun is definitely setting, so I don't want to put you guys through a dark kind of thing. I wonder how we can do the roof. I'm not sure the ceiling tiles are in the game yet. I know they've talked about being able to change them, but I think that that's coming in the next... Yeah, I think that's coming in the farm DLC. So we're just going to have to tolerate what we've got. All right, so we've got pavers, we've got our gravel down. I think we're going to put in... some garden lights. Now, one of the things about English gardens is they like natural forms. I know, here I am, working into the dark again. So what I thought is we might do some outdoor lights very quickly. I'd like some tall ones, but not these droopy ones. I mean, we could do those, but why don't we, you know what, why don't we go with the, I like the Gothic, I always have. And I like the diamonds, but I know, right? Is that lantern, is that like something I've got to... Okay, I can't hang it. No, I was thinking that's an awesome lamp to hang. Alright, so seeing as it's dark and we're going to have some trouble... What is that? Oh, okay, we found our lights. Seeing as we're going to have some trouble seeing what we're doing very, very soon. I know, I can see these being an absolute disaster, actually. Like people kicking them without meaning to. I think we're going to have to put some ornamental rocks around them. Dog, you are so not helping, girl. Yes, that's it. Walk right where I'm going to put the ball lamp. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop these here. And then we're going to get a tall lamp. There we are. like this. We're going to just put it here. I always forget to turn them on. Oops, that's my flashlight, which I also always forget to turn on. But I don't think we want to do gardening by flashlight. So what I'll do is we'll stop there. We've started with our garden. We've now got a well-lit pavement. I might actually sell these two as well. And we'll have the tall standing lights here and here. Alright, so now you've got this. It's actually making me a little bit dizzy. So we've got one well-lit path leading up to the house. But I'll call it there for this house. And what we'll do is we'll head on back to the office. And find maybe a mission to do. So we'll split until we get this garden done. What we'll do is we'll split our time between a mission. Come on, Papa. Oh, you're already here, aren't you? Yeah. Nah. Beat ya. You did too, girl. We'll get her a better house and yard. So we'll split our time between the outside yard and the missions. This will be Michael Brand. Save me from these horrible colours, honey. Looks like we're into some painting. Hello. Oh, hello, my dear. I'm so happy that you offered to help me with house flipping. I hope your offer is still valid. You wouldn't say no to such a wonderful person like me, right? And here's the deal. About a month ago, I moved to my cousin's house. She is, I'm sorry to say, an artist. Her artistic soul commands her to live in a house that looks like a Christmas tree. Oh my God, really? Because the wall colours hurt my eyes, cry so much that I can't stand the look of them. Oh, I'm so angry that I'm afraid that the sour look on my face will give me wrinkles. That would be terrible. We have to do something with it, and you, my sweetie, have to help me with it. You need to repaint the walls with normal colours before my cousin returns from the gallery. Toned and quiet colours will be awesome. You know what I like. Thank you for everything. And remember to hurry. Love and kisses, Michael Brand. No worries, Mike. We can get it done. Well, I don't know about making his eyes cry, but they are bright. Mind you, is it his house or hers to do this to? And given he's paying the bills, should I be asking? I might just tidy up these. I know, the paint hurts his eyes, but honestly, don't the dandelions hurt his feelings or his feet? Having said that though, I mean, dandelions are not that bad little plant. We just stick them in a garden and pretend they're meant to be there. We will just tidy up here for him. You know, he'll come home and go, my darling, I love those plants. I'm sorry, they're weeds, man. We'll talk about replacing things in your garden next time. What's the difference between a weed and a not weed? Where it's growing. And whether or not you want it. Alrighty. I think we've got everything. Let's head on inside and rescue this poor man from the... Oh my giddy aunt. Alright. I don't know if you want to come in here, girl. Yeah, I'd stand on the door threshold too. Look at it. It's orange. You're not coming in? Alright, girl. I don't blame you. It is incredibly orange. Did I say it was orange? No, I meant it's... Oh my goodness. Orange, because this little room is not big enough for this colour. We will rescue the room from the colour. It'd be nice if we could put the colour somewhere else though, but I think we are going to have to do an orange house in our flips. That's going to be exciting, isn't it? We're going to have to work out what sorts of oranges are going to fit nicely in what rooms. There'll be a challenge. At the moment we're doing a greenhouse, and the way I was selecting the colours, So unless you guys ask me for a specific colour, I'm actually just taking whatever colour is in the house when I first walk in. So for the camping bungalow, it starts with green walls anyway. And then what we do is I'm like, well, we'll do it all green. It can be a very, very green house. But that's how it goes. Well, let's get this done. "72% of the room has been turned into a faded lemon." I don't know, if I was the artist, I might be a bit mad at my cousin for changing my house without asking me, or actually deliberately changing it behind my back. Could you wanna? I mean, that's just mean, isn't it? Alrighty, but this is done now. We have finished the corridor. We'll just zap the can. Let us wander through here. Is there anything that needs changing? Nothing in the bathroom. Clearly, he's happy with black and white. Let's start over here. We'll go down into the basement. No, he likes just plain brick. Alrighty. So he's good with the basement. He's good with the bathroom. Oh, okay. He's probably not good with the wow. With the very, very vivid. I think it's probably going to take 2 mediums. We'll just go with the medium for now. We'll see how far we can stretch it. He's probably not good with the rip your eyes out lime green, which actually is not a bad colour if it's, I don't know, looked after properly, given care and attention. I swear, if he calls me sweetie one more time, he is going to get a roller brush. Yes. A roller brush. Used in a manner a roller brush was never ever designed to be used. Actually, no, he's not, because he is the client. Guess he gets to call me sweetie then. Alrighty. I know, right? Okay, if I remember rightly, this bed will occasionally interfere with what I can paint where. So we're just going to have to come in and reach along the side of it and just make sure we get the coverage we need without crossing its little boundaries that it has. I mean, either that or I can just, pick up the entire bed and move it outside, which, if I was painting this room, I would do. However, given I have a magic paintbrush that does incredible things, I am definitely not moving the bed. I know, let's not step in the paint can. I have to admit there's a small part of me that's relaxing as I banish this green. What is that? Just make sure I've covered all of that. So pretty much as long as you can get the pointer above an area that the bed is blocking, you'll be able to cover where you need to be. There we go. Okay, so I've done this room. It's all finished. Let us sell our paint can. Boom. I could possibly... Oh, I'm not allowed to sell the rug, am I? No, because my builder gets... Who do you think I am? I know, I'm sorry, builder. I thought we could sell it and replace it with, a nicer rug. But if you don't want to be in that, that's okay too. He did only ask us to change the walls. He would like bright peach in here. I don't know if a big can is going to be enough, but we can certainly try and make it stretch. I'm not sure what's worse, the deep blood red on the walls or the candy stripe effect. Because my eyes weren't complaining until I did that. I know, and these early jobs, you can usually finish them in fairly good time. I know, I think the dog is like, you need to let me in now. You've fixed the nasty orange. I can come in there outs now. In from the outs now. No, you cannot come in from the outs now. I know, because I would get fur all over the wet paint. I made that up. I did. Let's just get this bit done. Nearly there. Just get that bit done this way. Don't forget under the window. Wow, we have a new skill point now. Do we want to make ourselves wait? No, we do not. Skill point under perks, painting. Boo! I won't waste paint on an already painted wall. I can use 20% less paint usage. 70. Let's just go for speed, and then we'll go for painting 3 walls at a time. I am missing the ability to paint 3 walls at a time. So it's so good. This painting job lets me develop my skills to a point where I can expand them. Let's not forget up here. Otherwise your walls just look weird. And these walls have had enough trauma. There we go. What was that? Oh, that was I can finish the job early if I want to. No, no, no. I promised Michael I would fix his eyes. I mean, fix the paint in the house. So we will definitely get that finished. Make sure we've done up here. Then we'll just get along here. We're 90% done anyway. We're almost there. I think we've still got the kitchen to go though. I just started at the other end. Maybe a bedroom too. Alrighty, 1 living room kitchenette looking less bloody. There we go. Silk paint can. Boom. Alright, so we've been in all of these rooms. You are such a good girl, aren't you? Yes, we will pet you. I just stick my arm through the door to pat the puppy. She's so cute. Alrighty, let's... Okay, let's go in here. We're going to paint this with Sleepy Blue. You know what? Sleepy Blue is probably a good choice, given that yellow is a stimulant. Stimulus color, which means that whoever was trying to sleep in here would have been having the devil of a time managing it. Let's not do that. We'll just start here. I think we're supposed to leave the little white thing around the window, which is really different from when I first started playing this game, when you had to make sure you got right into the window to make sure that you got this little thin strip here done. So very often if you didn't have your painting 100% complete, it was because you hadn't managed to fix the window. I know, I'm going to try and be lazy and not move the cupboard. Which, as long as I can get in close enough without blocking that tiny little strip up the top, I should be able to do. I know, real world, I'd have to move the cupboard. But House Flipper world, I don't. I love it. And we'll get this bit done. It's not so much that her colour choice is a little bit exotic. It's also that she didn't finish painting it. It's almost like she kind of got bored halfway through. Which, you know, she might have done. Yeah, these little bits up here need doing. It's definitely counting on the counter. Get this bit up here. It's easy to see when it's yellow, but when it's white it must be really easy to miss. 90% means I've got under the window to go. Huh. Wow, I did not think I'd get away with this, but thankfully I can. Excellent. Everything is done. Complete the job. Alright. Let us complete the job. I mean, some of it looks better. I'm not sure I agree with the peach in the other room. But there we go. That does look tidier. We have time. Why don't we go and see if the sun's come up back at our house now. Giorgio says his house needs to be clean. Let's head on back over to the camper cabin and see if we can get some more gardening done. The camping bungalow. It looks a lot better now than it did. Someone was camping all right. Oh my gosh. That does kind of work. It looks a bit blank without a window there though, doesn't it? And I wish I could wipe that. Never mind. Okay. So we're going to do an English garden, which means we're going to leave in these trees. We probably want to have a garden shed somewhere. I might actually plonk that right down here beside the house if the dog will get out of the way. Let's go with our structures. We will go with other. Aha, tool shed. Yes. We can go with grey wood. I'm thinking we might, because I think that's going to go best. Now, I want to flip it, because I think my doors... Where are my doors? I've forgotten where the front of the hut is. I actually think... Alright, well, whichever way around. Okay, those are my doors. Yeah. It's a shame I can't abut it. That's okay. Let's see if we can get it right here. We will to assemble it. There we go. Almost done. Alrighty. So there, now we have our garden shed right next to the house. Oh, I think we need another path. What do you reckon, Papa? Let's put a path in. We will grab our surfaces, stepping stones. We were using the large paving stones because, and they were light grey. I know, right? It's going to be just fine, Dogger. I think we'll zap that bush too. We'll put another bush in. It will be okay. Get that down. And we'll just angle this a little bit. And then we'll do the same trick with the gravel that we did last time. So I'll grab my stone aggregate, we'll grab our two coloured gravel. We're just going to leave it on normal. And you're not helping, dog. You really aren't. We might just need a square. Okay. We'll need a square applicator for this section, I think. Because I just want it to sit flush with the house. And you can't do that with the round one. Right, and then we'll switch back to the round applicator. Kind of, yeah. I know, you are such a good puppy when you're asleep. Hey. You know what? I think we will go all the way up to the house with that one. I need this square again to achieve it though. Grab this and just pop it in. Okay. I know, we're getting there. We're going to want a couple of compost bins. We don't want them right up against the house because stuff. Other compost bin. Go with beach because I don't think I can get anything that... Yeah, go with beach. Just, we'll have two. One is rarely enough. So we'll put our 2 composters in. Not quite sure why that's... Oh, I see. No, I don't see. Okay. That's fine. Now, English gardens also do well with a variety of fruit trees. So I'm thinking we might do something I don't normally do. I normally plant things in beautiful straight lines. I'm thinking this time round we might, ooh, bugle lilies. We might have a pond and we might have, where's my edible plants? Where's my trees? Okay. So I might grab a couple of these different trees and we might just, you know, sprinkle them round the yard. So we'll start with a large cherry. We might, I know that's going to get all over the path. That's fine. We're just going to go for kind of a natural as we can kind of look. We'll dig those in. Cover it with soil. Where is it in? If the circle goes white, it's fine. Grab that. I mean, come on, what's an English garden without a few apple trees? Let's go with that. Plum, pear, medium, champion apple. Let's get that done. And I'm thinking maybe a gazebo and some... Let me just move this. I know, it weighs a ton. Might put it just a little bit further this way. There we go. I mean, you could probably do a really formal kind of planting too if you wanted. This dog is having an absolute blast. Let's go with a Jonagold because the apples will fruit at different times of the year. It's not such a bad idea to have a couple of different varieties. And not too close to each other. Medium plum, medium cherry, small pear, gala apple. So, and as for your plum trees, they're going to need a It's a companion plant, otherwise they're not going to be able to be fertilized. So we might go with a large pear tree. Couple of large pears. I know, I'm just making the forest more of a forest. A couple of large plums. I actually don't usually put a lot of big trees like this in the English garden, so this is going to be interesting. Looks like what? I know. Now it doesn't seem to me like your garden choices have a lot to do with your buyers. Again, what the garden does is if you do it well, you can add more to the house price. So I'm not noticing any shift in the buyers with what I'm planting. So we'll just get all of this done. Cover it with soil. And we'll grab this one. Alright. I think we're also going to maybe get some... Just going to put some light plantings in. Nothing too drastic. But one of the things it does say is that just because it's flowers, doesn't preclude having fruit or anything else. So we might just pop, like I said, bit of fruit. Should be just about done. And last but not least, we will make a quick tour around the garden just to see if I can spot any more red circles. Alright, so I'm thinking on the side of the house we're going to need some lighting. We're going to need some coach lights so we can actually see what we're doing at the shed. I think I've only got one kind of hanging light, so we're just stuck with these. They don't hang on the shed, no. So we're going to hang one here and turn it on so we can see what we're doing. Might hang another one here just to make sure we can really see. I'm going to hang one on either side here. I'm actually thinking, I know, one of the things for English gardens is they say it's brick, not timber, but we're going to go with timber anyway. So the next thing I want to do is, we want to do vines on the walls if we can. So we're going to grab our plants. Oh, I'm not sure where it is. I mean, leaf plants used to be deciduous, which made so much more sense. Oh, here we go. So I have thick vines, which is just wide as opposed to bushy, extra bushy. Let's just pivot that, move it forward. Alright, so I have vines. Let's pop a few vines up on this wall. I'd love to see some short vines that I could put in under the window. You probably wouldn't want to put this many vines on a house like this because it would do horrible things to your paintwork, and you wouldn't be able to maintain your paint very well. Doggy, you're not helping me again. You aren't, are you? You're a rat. That's right, the vines don't share their space very well either. So I think we'll find that we don't want to overlap that window. Alright, it'll be fine just like that. You know what, I'm going to put vines on the back of the shed as well. And then I suppose we could put them right here. Right, so there's our thick vines. So we're going to grab our thin vines because we ought to fit them in little spaces, hopefully. I know, just in front of the light. That's going to be exciting, isn't it? So I'm just going to go around the house now and try and find these thinner spaces. Pivot the vines and we'll just pop the vines in front. Pretty sure I can't fit. You know what, I am going to fit that there. Rightio. And then we'll cover this part of the wall here. Right, there we go. So that's the vines done. Now what we want is we want some kind of leafy bushy bit under the windows. So let's have a look at that. We are going to go with flowers again because I like flowers. But we're looking for some very typically British, like meadow sweet, which we're going to actually have as white because the meadow sweet fits nicely under. I see if there's anything else though, because I remember there being another traditional kind of bush that was a bit big. Lilac, we should put some lilacs in. Single vines, always handy. Rhododendrons, they're nice too. We should put some of those in. Rudbeckia. Lavender. What's an English garden without lavender and roses? Cinquefoil. It sounds more French than English, but it's a slightly bigger bush. Alright, let's put some cinquefoil in. We'll put some meadow sweet in as well, but not just yet. I want to get this in first. I know it's not sharing its space well with the vines. The vines just take up a lot of space, like one of those. Okay, so this is where we want to put our meadow sweet because it's short. So we'll grab the meadow sweet now because it's very similar to the cinquefoil, but it's see, it fits the space just that little bit better. So for low windows, it's quite good. Whereas this, I'm not sure what I want to put in here. I want to put something narrow and tall. Not bushy. I mean, the large flowered rose are this close to a path, though. I'm not, oh well, I guess I'm not that mean, but I could be. Again, that vine is a pain in the neck. Rightio. So basically now we'll pop in our roses. Probably shouldn't put it this close to the downpipe, but oh well. I know, what I might do is grab this light, just move it over. Grab my rose. Now it fits. See? And that's, yeah, we'll leave that as is. Might put a rose in on the corner. Actually, we could probably put a rose. I know, I saw it go green a minute ago and I'm just like, there. And bring you out a little. Flip you around. See, that's way too. We are losing the light again, which is a shame. But we've got a lot of our flowers in that we're starting. So basically this is just our base set of flowers. We'll get the lower shrubs in shortly. Probably not this episode though, I should imagine. Yeah, so we'll finish with our roses, and then what we're going to do after is we finish up this episode here. But our next step will be we're going to put in the low flowers, the flowers that go all around the base. One of the things I love about the English garden, okay, apart from the fact they take so much time to do, is the amount of colour and shape and other stuff that you can put in. So there we go. We've got our at the start of our English garden coming up now. There's a lot of white in there, but our lower plants are going to reflect that a little bit more colour. And I may not actually put anything else around the edges of this garden. I might just leave it with just the house surrounded by flowers. We might put a lilac tree in here though. I know, I like it. It's right down the bottom. Maybe. So your common lilac, which is quite tall. And then you have your other lilac, which is bushier. So we'll put a couple of those in. I'm not sure exactly where the other one will go, but this one's going to go here. We'll also put in a gazebo if I can fit it, but not this episode. Rightio. So yeah, so now we'll put in some kind of purple and red flowers in around the bottom, and we'll pop in some pavers, maybe, just to wander through the yard. But I think on that note, guys, I am going to leave you. If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe, and I'll check you later. Take care out there.